What's up, YouTube? Coming at you from Frosty Studios, which is, well, my wife's kitchen. I want to talk to you about a snap-on tool haul that I just got and a little eBay score that I got that kind of goes with it. Let's get to it. First thing I'll show you is this little set of sockets right here. Now, I needed some metric, and I actually scored these on eBay. They came on this old kind of crusty rail. And this is marked, let's see, I don't know if you can read that or not. I believe it says Keith Ballinger. Now to me, sorry about that, every socket on here is going to tell a story. They're all marked with his name. Now it appears to me Keith, when he was working, probably used mostly standard. I mean, you can see the 17 and the 18 got used a little bit. Some of these, like the 16, the 15, let's see, maybe the 8, and the 12 didn't hardly get used at all. These guys are in great shape. Now, somebody used these things to make their living with. And I am just hoping, in my heart, I want to believe that old Keith retired and sold these off. I bought them on eBay. I can't tell you where they came from. And I pray that, somebody with a bad twitch and sores on their face didn't march into a pawn shop and get $20 for these. I really want to hope this guy used these and retired and sold them. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with these. They're all in great shape. If you look at the back sides, there's no damage to them. I mean, there's some schmutz on there. What looks like rust is just a little bit of surface rust. And most of that, it looks like aviation Permatex and dirt. I mean, that's going to come right off. Now, the cool thing is, this is one of the things I bought on that tool haul. And you can see the trouble I'm having here with this guy. Let me get him out of the way. The magnets on this thing are just absolutely stout. Now, these are those kind of flexible rubber magnetic rails that Snap-on's selling now. And they got some bite. Flexible like crazy. Let's see if I can demonstrate this for you. Shake them. They're not coming off of there. And that thing will conform. You could lay that over a fender. Hopefully you'd be nice enough to lay a rag down or something first. I don't think any metal from the magnets is going to touch down. But that'll conform to whatever shape you lay it on. Your sockets will be stuck there. I mean, for what that little strip costs, I think it was 25 bucks. I mean, if this strip here holds up long term, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of these. It'll stick to the inside of your tool cart or your toolbox drawer. It holds your sockets down just fine. They stick there right over the magnet. I mean, they come in red, they come in black. They're just fantastic. So that was kind of the first part of that tool haul. And this was a terrific eBay score. Now, I don't know what a 10 to 19 metric set goes for in shallow, but I'm thinking, probably between 260 and 300 bucks. I want to say with shipping and tax, I paid $103 for that set. Now, technically, my Snap-on dealer doesn't have to warranty these for me because he knows I didn't buy them off his truck. I don't have the receipt. I'm not the original purchaser. You know, that's at your Snap-on guy's discretion. Mine probably will if I ever have a problem, but the amount that I'm going to use these, I'll never break one. I'll never put enough torque on one of these to actually break them. I mean, that's the finest shallow socket money can buy right there. And that's a fairly late model. One other eBay score, I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. I got these in the mail today. Now I got the whole set from quarter up to 13/16. Now there was 2 pieces missing, and as I was able to find both of those today. So when the rest of this shows up, this is the XS series. It goes from, I want to say quarter 5/16 all the way up to 11/16, 13/16. Now I'm not sure if they made one bigger than that or not. I'd have to do a little research on these old guys. But what we're going to do with these is try and get all the rust and the schmutz and everything off of these and try and buff that shine back into them. And there may be a guy down by the plant that does chrome. If I can't get them to shine up, we may think about getting the chrome redone. If not, I mean, we may not have to. Let's just shine them up and see if we can't restore that without ruining that nice roll mark. These are going to be fantastic. This is vintage Snap-on, a little offset, short box wrenches, $78. $78, missing 2 pieces, and I was able to find the other 2 wrenches for less than $20 each, free shipping. So for about $100, I got my set of SAE offset boxes, which is what I'm going to use and where I'm going to use my Snap-on tools. So that's coming soon. We're going to do a video on those. Now, what I really wanted when I went to see the Snap-on guy was a set of mid-length sockets. And that's something that I've always wanted and I've never had before. And I ended up walking off the truck with a set of 3/8. Now, in 3/8, most of you know I use a lot of 12 points because my Snap-on stuff is mainly for the race car and the tow vehicle and home. I don't risk my Snap-on stuff at the plant. But anyway, they don't currently sell a 12-point set. Now, Danny's going through the book, and he's going to order me all of the mid-lengths in 3/8 12-point individually, and we'll just have to do it that way, which is not a big deal. He's done it before. He's willing to do it. Now, here's a standard shallow socket from Snap-on. Now, in 1/4 inch, we were able to get the 12 points. Let's see if I can get these open with one hand. SAE is somewhat hard to find, but that is your mid-length 12-point. Now, for comparison, let's bring in the ones I got on promo last time. We've got our 1/4 inch deeps. And we've got our 1/4 inch shallows. And we are running out of space, but that's okay. Let's pick a size. Let's go with 1/2 inch. Now there's our 1/2 inch shallow. There's our 1/2 inch mid. there's our 1/2 inch deep. So let's say you've got a short stud, you don't quite need a deep socket, or you don't have room for a deep socket. That mid-length really comes in handy. Now I know with your 3/8, here's your 1/2 inch mid-length 3/8, which, I mean, it's just a little more perfect when you get up to the 3/8 size there. If you've got a set of sockets in that length, you might not reach for your shallows or deeps very often. I'm telling you, that is just a fantastic length, and I can't believe I waited this long to get those. I think that was just something I should have done a long time ago, and I can't wait to get the 12-point versions. Now, I do have, I'm complete as far as my 1/4 inch stuff. I have my snap-ons in shallow and deep, 6 and 12-point, and as far as the mids, I'm not going to need anything more than the 12-point. I think we'll just leave it at that. Now, you know, I keep these factory socket trays from Snap-on just because, you know, the magnet in there is just so bitchin', and the way they fit in those trays is just great. But anybody that sells toolboxes is going to sell you a big old tray to go with your little socket set. Now, if that one holds up, these are getting swapped out with these little red devils here. Now, let me see how many slots that's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-piece socket set. So you could have your socket set on there, and you could have maybe your 1.5 inch and your 3-inch extension. Maybe you could add, well, no, I don't think you go above 14. That's a pretty complete set there. Maybe you can have an adapter, I don't know. But you might have a extra spot, but I'll tell you what, just that profile alone, I mean, width-wise, that'll save you a whole lot. I mean, you could definitely, if you got rid of, you know, 6 or 7 of those trays, that's a whole bunch of real estate you could reclaim. And, you know, we did a whole video on that. You'd be amazed at how much wasted space you got. Well, let's move on a little bit. Clear some of this stuff out of the way, and I'll show you what else I got off old Snap-on. Well, now that we got our area cleared out, we did a video on that new locking flex already. We did that video all by itself, so you know about that. And if you don't, that is Snap-on's new locking flex head. She is an absolute beauty, and get yours now while they're on sale, because they're going to go up about 50 or 75 bucks here pretty quick. That there replaces the switch that was on the shaft of the wrench before. You also saw the little 3/8 1/4 inch beautiful blue handled combo that I got on promo. So we've kind of covered those in another video. I'll give you an excuse to go back and look at my old stuff if you haven't seen that. But I asked for, or I reached up on the shelf and I grabbed a set of ball Allen sockets. Now the plan was to get SAE hex sockets, 1/8 to 3/8. And I was going to start with getting the ball in long and short. Now, he didn't have the longs, but I grabbed the standard length there, and he did me a solid. He reached up and grabbed this. Now, it's a BOGO. When your dealer does that, that means he likes you. That means he's not trying to gouge you. He's not trying to mislead you. This is a buy one, get one free, and this is something I hadn't thought about. I guess I wasn't paying attention. But not only did I get everything I'm going to need in standard length. Now these are a lifetime warranty. You break one of those, you just take it on the truck and he will pop a new insert in there. Don't try and do it yourself. They're in there real good. I've watched them being changed before. It's not for the faint of heart. I mean, they whap the, you know what out of these things. But that is snap-on quality right there. I got my standard lengths, and I got the indestructible, extra badass stubbies. These stubbies are just great. Normally, when your standard length socket, providing you got the room to get in there, that is not going to twist on you. That is going to get the job done. And the price of 0 doll hairs, well, that just made it so I couldn't resist. Now that's the same deal, 1/8 to 3/8, and it steps up from 1/4 to 3/8 drive. Now, notice how many of these big plastic trays I got lying around now? Well, that would make for a well-organized and very underutilized socket drawer now, wouldn't it? So as this collection grows, these things are going to have to start disappearing. But for now, we're going to keep them because I absolutely love the magnet in there. And geez, we're going to have to harvest those magnets when we ever throw these away, if we ever throw those away. Problem is, you can always buy a bigger toolbox, but when you run out of room to store things in your house, then you got a big problem. And we are just about out of garage space. Anyway, that was a pretty good tool haul from old Snap-on. Danny took real good care of me. And I'm just tickled with everything that I got from him. I don't know, you may have seen these floating around in the background. I've had these for a while. I don't know if I'd ever showed them. But that's your baby Snap-on 1/4-inch ratchet. Everybody should have one of those. And that is your baby ratchet with a 3/8 anvil. I saw these guys. I saw them together. I could not resist. I know it's a ridiculous purchase, but I don't care. Sometimes, you owe it to yourself to just make yourself happy. And they do get used. Anyway, that's what we got from Snap-on. Well, thank you for sticking with me, guys. I know I get a little bit long-winded sometimes when I'm talking about tools. I get a little bit off topic. But if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. It's okay. Hitting that subscribe button is free. We've got some pretty interesting stuff coming up on the channel pretty soon. Next week, we're going to take a trip over to see famous drag racer and engine builder Bob Lambeck. We're going to pick up some parts. It looks like we've got a 540-inch big block Chevy to put together. I just got a new camera, so maybe we can set that up out in the garage, get our engine stand going. I know we've got to get an engine in the dragster to get that one up on the stand, so we've got some neat stuff to show you. I've got some more ratchets to show you, and a tool check from Wera. That is an outstanding little kit. I can't wait to show it to you. And a few other things in the works. So, you know, my subscribers have doubled recently. I really want to make an effort and try and make this channel into something. I'm open for suggestions. I love your comments. I try and answer each and every one. And everybody that watches, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.